What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back on our SAO Rising Steel video. So, the live stream happened this morning, which I did stay up for. My original plan was to upload this video right after, before I passed out for half the day. But the video got corrupted, and I was unable to do so. I didn't want to record it again, so here we are now. Hopefully, a lot of you either saw my tweets or my post in the community tab about the stuff that's coming. If not, we're going to go over all of it here. So, if you haven't already realized by now, the Quinella Banner went live immediately after the stream. Basically, what they did, they started off the stream showing off Administrator, which I am so I'm not gonna, sit here ranting about. I already did my rant video on my issues, and, once again, this is one of my issues where, we just got, here, I'm gonna jump around for a second. We literally just got this Administrator as a home screen character, which this outfit should have been the unit, and then, just either don't do a home screen character or just do this as the home screen character, because I can tell you right now, the player base would much rather have the unique outfit over another, normal outfit like this. But is what it is, I suppose. We already have a Fire Quinella as well, so it's just two of the exact same outfit, same color, and all that stuff. So it is what it is. Anyways, the banner went live. They immediately said when the stream started, they're like, okay, the banner goes live as soon as the stream ends, which was going to be like an hour later. So it's been live since basically 8 o'clock this morning. Which is odd because I thought they would have revealed it on the stream and then it would have, Saturday morning. But I guess they wanted to have it out on Friday. So this is pretty cool. So her banner is live. We're going to go, her stats are going to be right here. So we're going to go over them right here. We're not going to do the stuff in-game because all the in-game info is already just right here in these tweets. So we're just going to go over them right here. So let's scroll over and take a look at what she does. Interesting that they don't have all the information here. So, I mean, it's still fine. I can still tell you everything because I remember it all. So, latest scout character, the Glow in Your Hands Administrator. This character can raise recollection field gauge +3. That's obviously with her incarnate. Fight while boosting charge to build charge quickly. So, before we get started, I do want to mention that her partner is Alice. So, you do have 3 options in terms of Alice's you can use her with. You can either use the Bath Towel Alice, which is the oldest Fire Alice. You can use the last Fire Alice, who is actually on this banner as one of the featured units. Or you can use the Alice that came out last week. All 3 Alices will be, ideal partners for this Administrator. Now, of course, because this Administrator is a physical unit, it'll probably be more beneficial to use her with the new Alice. But, you can still make it work. So, obviously, her stats are not here, but from what I remember, she has, her attack is just under 2,400. Her HP, I believe, was 6,500, and then she had, a speed of 310. So, pretty decent stats for a normal unit. But let's take a look at what her skills actually do. She is a double assault unit, so she doesn't have an enhance or an enhance mode, which is fine because the last Quinella was the last Fire Quinella was an enhance mode unit. But let's take a look. So her incarnate skill is Rule by Love, incarnate thrust attack on single enemy, special recollection field fire +3. So she basically is a physical version of the Bath Towel Alice. So if you really just don't care about having a physical version, you can probably get away with not summoning here because she essentially just does the same thing as that Alice, just her charge skills, for building charge are a lot better than that Alice, but overall, this doesn't feel like a need to summon. And I'll explain why even more so later on. Fire Elemental charge increases according to what step recollection field gauge is when the party's incarnate is 40% or lower. So that's pretty cool there. Her sword skills, her charge is thrust attack strong on single enemy. Incarnate charge increases by 30% when recollection field fire is step 3 or more. Incarnate charge 20%. So I guess you get a full 50% incarnate charge as long as you keep that recollection field up, which is pretty nice. For first assault is thrust attack extra strong on single enemy, raises own incarnate charge by 1.3 for 1 turn. So that's pretty nice as well. You can kind of build up with that charge as well. So you would assault with her, and then on her next rotation, you would use a charge. Her other assault is thrust attack extra strong on single enemy, inflicts fire continuous damage for 2 turns. Recollection field fire +1. So there you see it right there. She's basically, besides this charge stuff right here, she's basically just the bath towel fire Alice. So like I mentioned, overall, if you have that fire Alice, you can probably get away with not summoning for this Quinella, especially if you have the other fire Quinella and you're just, like, if you're a collector and you just kind of like, oh, well, this is the same outfit, so why do I bother? Like, it's totally understandable that you not summon here. Especially if you've already hit the 2.5 on the current ranking event, 2.5 million to get all the rewards. I don't really see a need to summon here if you've already kind of completed what you're going to do on the ranking, because the story events are never really that hard to begin with. So unless you just really like Quinella, she's like your favorite character and you have to summon, then of course summon. Okay, so I believe, okay, so and then here is this is just kind of these are some of the featured characters on the banner. I mean, there's more, but these are the characters that recently got their Imaginarium buff. Oh, also, by the way, Quinella's I wish they would just list everything here. Her Imaginarium buff is just an attack buff. So it's pretty decent. So these three got their Imaginarium buff, so they are going to be, decent units to use in both the kind of fire events going on. Last week's ranking event and the current event dropping today. So that's pretty good there. Obviously these two in particular are very old units at this point, so it's nice that they're getting a buff. Alright, next, Memories of Bygone Days Berkuli. So, this is obviously a Berkuli, focused story. Story event. Back when there were only a handful of Integrity Knights, Berkuli and Fanatio had completed a mission in South Croix. I believe that's how you would say that. And we're headed back to the cathedral. Sailing through the clouds on their dragons, the pair noticed something strange below and decided to investigate. So you do get to see kind of what they were doing there. I have yet to play it, obviously, because I went to sleep right after the stream. But I'll be interested to learn more. What else? And then these are the rewards for each different thing. Of course, you get, for completing the event pass, you get your usual stuff like crystals, moons, tickets, and then you get a free Imaginarium for this Quinella, which is nice. Pretty much right off the bat, if you go, whatever multis you do together, let's say you get her step 1, you basically get you can get 3 Imaginariums technically for free. You get 1 from the event pass, and then you can exchange 2 at the Imaginarium point. So, that's pretty good if you decide to get her. These are all the rewards for different completions to get stuff. So, clearing the event boss 10 times, you get 5 cubes. 20 times, you get 10 cubes. You get 60 Sugu crystals if you do it on very hard, the very hard stage. If you do it in under 50 turns or less, you get 50 fire moons. And then if you do it without falling unconscious, which is letting any character go down, even if you back out and jump back in, like I like to do, you get 3 Imaginarium Vigils, which is pretty nice. So that's pretty much it for the event right there. This is existing characters get boosts for special attack events. This, basically, as it says here, the following characters have special buffs for the story event, Remembering Bygone Days, Alice and Berkuli. They get basically like with the last ranking event. I like that they're really doing this because, for as long as the game has been out, for the most part, the boost has only been for the characters who came out with that event. So it was always like, oh, I have to summon here or else I'm not going to get the boost. Especially in ranking events, you would fall behind because of that. So you're not getting as nice of an incarnate boost as the main unit, but you can still make up for it. If you're using a full team of these characters, that does make up for not having the main unit with your incarnate boost in the beginning. So the boost characters are Integrity Knight Kirito, the trainee Roni, the free-to-play Tease. What else we got? We got Iskon, we got Medina. I don't know who's going to use Medina. Even with her Imaginarium boost, she's still really not that good. The free Lifa, the 2 Valentine's units, and then Sheta. So, using a full team of these characters also will get your season pass done much faster. So that's pretty cool there. Next, we're going to talk about this new ranking event, which I was really excited to see when I was watching the stream. I'm so happy they're trying something new with the next ranking. Now, of course, like I said, next ranking. So this is likely going to be for next week. This is not in the game right now. It's called Floor Assault, and it's a stage ranking event. So let's quickly go over what you do. So 24 floors in all, including EX5. Climb as high as you can and shoot for the high score. In addition to ranking rewards and high score rewards, players can also expect rewards for each floor they clear. So this is even more diamonds and crystals and tickets that you're going to be able to get just from clearing these floors. So if you want to equate this to something, you can maybe equate it to, if it's like a ranking event, but Cathedral. Now, I don't know we're going to look at some of the other ones here, but I don't think it's exactly like Cathedral, because I don't think you can only use a team once, but we're going to see here. So let's see. Figure out the best strategy to take on each floor. Wear down enemies' HP within 30 turns to get a shot at tackling the next floor. Enemies change with every new floor, and the difficulty gets harder and harder. Plus, on certain floors, enemies will get unique buffs that make them stronger. So that's definitely going to make things harder. But I don't see anything here that says you can't keep using the same team. Let's see. Old system, score bonus, plus damage dealt score, plus damage received score. New system. So I wonder if this is actually replacing, because the way they're wording this makes it seem like they're replacing the old ranking events with this, which I would be all for, more rewards, more stuff to do. Because for the most part, the old ranking event is boring at this point, because you fight the boss once, and the bosses are always the same. And then you just auto battle the level 80 until you've gotten all the event rewards, and then you're done. So I like that we're getting something new. So new system, points for floors, plus percentage of remaining enemy HP. So the more HP you take down of the boss before the turns end is how well you do. And I guess that determines whether you get to go on to the next floor, how much damage you've done. And of course, like it says, your new system points for floors completed. So I don't know how many floors there are. I don't think any of these pictures give us a good idea. I mean, you see right there, that says 13. Yeah, there's no real, I guess, visual here to tell us how many floors there are going to be. Obviously, when the event comes out, we'll have a better idea. But I'm really excited. I'm really excited to try something new, finally, a new type of event. I can't even think about what the last, new... But War of Underworld might be the newest piece of content, and that's still over, a year old at this point. So I am very excited I'm excited to try this out, make a video on it and everything. So we will see how it goes. Now, here's the interesting thing. If you look at this picture in front of you, it's showing a full Earth team. Now, this doesn't guarantee that this first state or event next week is going to be Earth, but I think it is a very good indicator that it could be, for the simple fact that Earth is the color we haven't seen a banner in for the longest. Earth and non-elemental, I believe, are the two colors we haven't gotten in the longest amount of time. So it would make sense if after we're done with this fire banner this week and fire event, that next week we move on to Earth. So if you need some Earth love for your account, I would start saving now. Ordinal Battle just reset, so go ahead and get those cubes right there and save for this. But for the most part, and I've said this before, I think for the most part, if you're a free-to-play player, you should be saving for limited banners only. Because obviously those are better units and they don't come around as often. Now, of course, if you need stuff for a specific color, like if you need an Earth healer and a good Earth healer comes out, then of course, summon. There's no reason not to. But I think once you have a solid account, you know, across all the colors, then at that point you would just be kind of waiting to see what comes out. Now, we also don't know if this stage ranking might have different elements, but odds are, with how the game is set up, it's most likely just going to be one color. But I could be wrong. We'll see. But I do hope it's not a you can only use these units a certain amount of times kind of thing. I hope I hope your health resets every stage, which I assume it will, because it doesn't seem like it's going to be a cathedral type thing. All right, moving on to the next thing: incoming updates, improved usability. So they are introducing some or updating some old stuff to be better. So improvements on the quest skip function. Players will now be able to use skip tickets as they have, okay, up to now, but will now be able to skip without entering the battle screen. I always thought this was the weirdest thing, that it's a skip ticket, but it still makes you play through the whole stage. It just moves faster. You know, it's the same sort of thing where, like, if you click off the game while you're auto-battling and then you can go back and it'll be like, oh, 32 turns have passed. Would you like to speed through it? And then you click yes. That's the same as the skip ticket. So the skip tickets were never really skip tickets until now. They were just, I don't even know what you speed. They were speed up tickets. But it's nice that they are just skip tickets now. So it seems like when this update goes through, you'll just, however many tickets you use, boom, immediately done. Okay, yeah, so in order to skip tickets, you'll need to do all the bonus missions as usual, so that makes sense. Retry button added to ranking events. Players can choose to retry a quest directly from the battle settings window during a quest battle. So I guess if you screw up, like let's say you're doing a ranking event and one of your characters dies because of a silly mistake, like I've done many times, it seems like you'll be able to click retry just from right there. Or just, I guess, if you fail. Increased equipment limits. The initial limit on equipment will be raised from 80 pieces to 120 pieces, while the maximum limit also being raised from 1,030 to 2,000. Players who have already expanded their equipment limit will have their limit raised by additional 40 slots to match the increase. Okay, that's fine. I still would like, a lot of gacha games have done this recently, where they just remove the limit. Like, you can just have as much as you want, but I can understand for some games that might be a problem with, like, load stuff. Like, if you had 5 to 10,000 weapons on this game, it might make the game crash. So I kind of understand that to an extent, but this is a nice increase. People are getting more stuff. And then last thing is reduced memory usage. This update will mitigate the number of crashes. Okay. The game doesn't really crash that often for me, honestly. Part 6 is just the administrator home screen character. It's the simple thing. You buy diamond cubes in the paid shop and you get this home screen character. This Roni is in the illustration shop. She is available for free until the end of the year. So make sure you go there and you grab her if you care about having this Roni. And Roni's VA, voice actress, is the one who actually designed this outfit. So that's actually really cool. But yeah. Next, War of Underworld. I like that they're doing this. They did this the beginning of June, and we thought it was the weirdest thing at first, because they were like, why are they announcing it now? And we thought they had the wrong date at first, but it seems like this is how they're going to do it. Give people enough of a heads up to get, their time in order and stuff like that, so they know to have this time set aside to grind War of Underworld. So starting from August 20th until August 23rd, there will be the War of Underworld event, the weekend as it usually is. It looks like this is going to be another, what do you call it, sticker for your, guild chat. It's a Sugu one, so very, very nice. And then, you got Moons and Exchange Sword, which is also nice. Part 8, which I think is actually the final part that they talked about before they just went into, gameplay stuff. SAO ARS Original Animation, Moon Cradle Arc Part 2 design unveiled for the first time. So we have Sheta in her Moon Cradle costume. We have Iskon in his Moon Cradle costume, and then we get a look at their child, Lizetta. which is pretty cool. Obviously a spoiler if obviously a spoiler, I guess, if you haven't read the books, but you know, we are aware at this point that they really don't care about spoiling stuff. But I think that's pretty much it. There was one more thing that I guess they didn't feel was necessary to put here, but they did put a teaser for the second anniversary. Let's actually go to my tweets real quick, because I think I made a tweet about it. Where was... Okay, so this tweet right here. This was a teaser for the second anniversary. For those who don't know, the game released in the middle of November of 2019. So the middle of November 2021 will be the second anniversary. Now, I want to start up before we talk about what this is. I do want to say, if you're a free-to-play player, if you have solid teams all across the board, save for the second anniversary. There's obviously going to be, with how we saw how the summer went, with 4 limited banners and 5 limited characters, I would expect the exact same thing during the second anniversary. I think from now on, seasonal outfits and like actual seasons, you know, like maybe we'll see one for Halloween, which that would suck because Halloween would obviously be right before the anniversary, so that would add to more limited banners. But seasonal outfits and then anniversaries are probably going to be the limited units or stuff like, you know, Unital Ring and stuff like that. So I do want to say, you know, save for stuff like that. Don't, if your account is solid, don't summon on any of these banners of characters who are going to be put in the general pool later. So yeah, that's that. So the thing here is, second anniversary teaser, something brand new is expected to blank. So they're really just trying to hype things up. From what I understand, the second text here had something to do with the Night Skyblade. But for the most part, they're trying to tell us that they're going to do something new, something original for the second anniversary. So definitely save for the second anniversary. For the most part, you know, when we just look at the colors, I don't need anything for fire. That's why I skipped these fire banners. If Earth really is next, I'm really not going to need anything for Earth because, you know, the last Earth stuff was like the Unital Ring characters. You know, we got the Sinon and Lifa, and that really helped out my account a lot. So if I can do well enough on this, like, stage ranking, then I'm really not concerned about being able to save for a while. I'd really say the only color I'm kind of suffering with right now is water, because I didn't summon on that last Lifa, the War of Underworld one, and the DIL, because I wasn't a fan of their artwork. So that obviously did not build my account. So if a water banner comes out that I am into to kind of build more active links, because right now my only active links are the for water, what was it? Is it just I think it's just the Atis. I have the water. Oh no, I have the water Atis, and then I have the Unital Ring Alice. I think those are my 2 only active links for water. So I do want to kind of get some more newer units for water. So if a water banner does, which it most likely will before the anniversary, I'll probably summon there. But besides that, I think I'm really just going to try and save for the anniversary, because if they're going to do something big and new and flashy for the second anniversary, I definitely want to be able to summon on all those banners. But besides that, I think that's pretty much it. I think they did this thing right here was like I think a score that the developers were trying to do, that I think if they hit a certain thing that they were going to give out rewards and stuff like that. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. So let me know what you guys think about all this stuff down below. Let me know if you're excited. I think most people are probably excited for this. And of course, I didn't mention it here, but it looks like there's going to be a new illustration. It looks like this is Kirito carrying Roni through the sky, kind of flying. But I'm sure most people are mostly excited for this new kind of event. I'm actually really excited to see how many stages there are going to be, what they're going to be like. Of course, you can see the enemy levels right here. it looks like there might only be like 20 stages, like maybe 15 normal stages and then the EX stages. Because if you look right here, the enemy level on stage 13 is 100. Stage 14 has 105. I assume stage 15 will be 110. And then by stage 17, you'll be at 120. So that's probably how many stages there are going to be total. So I'll also be curious to see how the pass works for this. I wonder if you auto-complete the same thing. I mean, there's obviously a pass. So it'll be interesting to see next week when it first comes out. So let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know what you're most excited about moving forward, whether it's the new stage ranking, the second anniversary stuff. Obviously, we're not going to know anything about the second anniversary, like, more until probably sometime in October when they start to tease stuff. They usually like to keep it, you know, they'll give us a teaser about what the theme of the second anniversary will be about, and then we can speculate on that. But in terms of, like, what the units will actually be, there's obviously going to be a Kirito and Asuna. There's going to be one every anniversary. Hopefully a Yu-Gi-Oh! At some point. If they could put Yu-Gi-Oh! With, like, a popular character, maybe he'd sell better. Unfortunately, that's why we haven't seen a Yu-Gi-Oh! In almost a year. That's going to be crazy by the time this anniversary comes out. If no new Yu-Gi-Oh! Comes out, it'll have been a year without a Yu-Gi-Oh! His last banner just didn't do as well as could be hoped for. But that's going to be it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.